where you were sat at the point at which you read that information, you were in a completely safe space. However, your thoughts traveled outside. You had an external sensory input that came into your brain, and then your body changed as a result of that information. So what's happening is sensory input, data being gathered. The way we then interpret that data as a human being is individual to everybody. It's, in essence, it's a choice. And no one would choose to go through a traumatic experience, but you can choose how you recover from it. I mean, what I find really interesting in my job is that I work quite a lot I work in the private sector, and I generally help people deal with the physical responses they're having to their thought patterns. So I'm a brain trainer. Okay, we use all sorts of different techniques. But when I work with somebody who has been through a life and death experience and has genuinely felt like they were about to lose their life, they get this. They get that nothing is important, that nothing really matters, that the only thing that's important is looking for solutions, moving forwards, dealing with what's in front of you, enjoyment, pleasure, happiness, contentment, fulfillment, reward. You can train yourself. You can learn and observe. Pick areas where you feel they're not really that important and see if you can manage your emotion in those places. Take it step by step, 1 second at a time, until you feel like you can take 1 minute at a time. And then when you feel you can take 1 day at a time, take a day. So we need to, when I talk about training the system, what we're trying to do is to recognize it's just a system. And if we can harness it, then all of a sudden we can cope with physical and mental pressure, stress, difficulties in a much better way.